Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. So this is not going to be a tarot video. This is just going to be me talking about something because for whatever reason, I feel like I should talk about this. Alright. Which is good. Also, I'm eating vanilla ice cream with crushed Oreos. So, I want to talk about something I was thinking about, which is unpredictable factors. Okay? And to a narcissist, unpredictable factors would be something that they really fear the most. So, in other words, a narcissist, men or women, whatever, they really fear unpredictable factors. So the best example I can give you, which would be the most obvious, the most occurring one, the most well-known example, okay? Let's say you need a job, or you want a different job, or you want to change jobs, or you just want a job in general, whatever, right? And your partner is like against that, or they feel some type of way, is because that comes with unpredictable factors. So a narcissist is really good at, they kind of pinpoint your world, okay? So not just you, but your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, whoever is in your world, right? They have a great influence over that individual, right? Especially when it comes to masking their narcissism, all right? So when it comes to your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whatever, whoever is in your world, your best friend, your right? They have a good grasp of how to mask themselves in front of said individual, all right? So that's predictable now. Now they can easily predict how the conversation will go, who's who, what's what, right? In your life, right? Because that's part of their control, right? If they know who's your best friend, they can mask themselves, and that gives them a greater chance for control, like a power dynamic, essentially, right? Because, and they know it's easier for you to control, for you to be in, for them to control you. All right, it's easier for a narcissist that way. But when you expand, when you are out in the community, when you become essentially free of their grasp, it becomes much more difficult because they can't. There's also something about them knowing who's who, all right? Like, they know who your mom is, your best friend, your friend, your brother, your cousin. They know who all these people are in your life, right? Which gives them greater access for control to you, like an influence. But when it comes to, let's say, your job, right? Your boss, your coworkers, your neighbors, your volunteer work, your community thing, whatever, it's now that becomes unpredictable factors, right? New friends, environments, right? It makes it much more difficult for them to not only know who's who in your life, okay, but they can't control these people. They can't control how these people will react to them. They can't influence these people because these are people that were made outside of their influence, outside of their realm of grasp when it comes to you. Right? So it makes it much more difficult for that narcissist to not only manipulate said people of you or about you, but to control said people of you or about you. They don't know who these people are going to do or what they're going to do, what they're going to say. It makes it much difficult, okay? So that's why they can't predict how things are going to go. Unpredictable factors, and that puts fear in a true narcissist. Because they can't let go, they need to know, right? And a lot of it also has to do with a comparison of power, right? So they can't know, oh, can I dominate that person in whoever's life that they're trying to control, right? They don't know. So if they try to, it backfires. I do feel like a lot of you are being released from the grasps of narcissistic people, men, women, okay, mentors, whatever the case it is. It's okay, and that freedom is terrifying to a narcissist because they can't control what they don't know, right? So that's just something I wanted to talk about. That's why it's imperative at this time to keep what you can private. Alright, if it's not really necessary for your growth to share and divulge, don't. Right? Because again, what a narcissist don't know, they can't control. Right? So I think that's that. Okay. I also something I want to jot down. It's very, very funny when a narcissist claims they don't care, but their first reaction is, "But I want to know." Okay, you know, it's one thing to like, if you can admit it, that's okay, right? But when you can't admit it, that's when it's like kind of a problem. This is so good. Alright, so I don't know, that's that. Bye.